Okay, so just a quick reminder, standard form of a quadratic is y equals ax squared plus bx plus c. So just to clarify, a, b, and c are all just going to be numbers. So for instance, if I had the quadratic y equals 3x squared plus 7x minus 2, I would say that a is 3, because that's the leading coefficient. B is what's in front of x, that's 7, and C is the constant at the end, which we're going to be very careful to say is negative 2 because of the minus sign. So what we need to talk about is how to find the vertex. So just a quick reminder, when we had done quadratics originally, we only knew vertex form. A times x minus h squared plus k, which was nice because we knew that the coordinate of the vertex would always be h and k. Unfortunately, we don't know what h and k are when it's in standard form, but thankfully we have a formula to help us find out. So to find the h value, that is the x coordinate of the vertex, we have the formula negative b divided by 2a. Or I like to say opposite of b divided by 2a. So in this case, b is 16, so the opposite of 16 is negative 16, divided by 2 times a, 2 times 2. So we have negative 16 divided by 4, which means that the h value of this function is negative 4. So our vertex is going to have an h value of negative 4. So the x coordinate's negative 4. To find k, all we're going to do is plug in h. So we're going to find f of h. In this case, that's going to be f of negative 4. And we're going to get that by plugging in negative 4 for x. Minus 3. Kind of running out of room. That's a minus 3 right there. And so if we do 2 times negative 4 squared, we got to follow PEMDAS, so negative 4 squared goes first. That's 16 times 2 is 32. 16 times negative 4 is negative 64 minus 3. And so if we combine that all up, we're going to get negative 35. So k, or the y coordinate of the vertex, is negative 35. So if I wanted to find the vertex here, I'm going to find my h coordinate first by doing opposite of b. So b here is negative 8. So the opposite of negative 8 is 8 divided by 2 times a. So that's going to be 4. And then to find k, I'm going to do f of 4. I'm going to plug 4 in. That's going to be 16 minus 32 plus 3, which is going to be negative 13. So my vertex is going to be the coordinate for negative 13. And I also want to just point out real quick that the y-intercept of a quadratic in standard form is always going to be the c value. Because if you remember, the y-intercept has an x coordinate of 0. If I plug in 0 to this function, 0 squared minus 8 times 0, both of those terms just cancel out, and you're always left with the c value. So the y-intercept will always be c, no matter what.